Oh, there we go. Well, good morning. 7:09, the Plan B Morning Show. Brock Hunter. Hey, buddy. What are you doing? Don't be weird. You're creeping me out, man.
I don't know.
Weirdo. So, we're goofy on a Friday. We're feeling real goofy.
Slap happy. That's the
slap happy. Yeah, because it's Friday. It's about damn time.
We're like our wives, like right before bed. For some reason, like that's when she actually laughs at my jokes.
Oh, I'm the funniest guy. I'm the funniest guy in the world during the evening hours. And it's nice because usually my wife doesn't laugh at anything I do. Now at this point, she's just a lot of eye rolling, a lot of,
this she starts laughing, I'm like, you're tired.
Yeah.
It's time for bed.
See, I don't point it out. I don't point it out because if I point it out, then she'll get angry again. And so I just try and enjoy the brief moments of happiness in our marriage. Now, hey, I'm funny. Yeah, see? This is right. And then she's like, no, you're not. You're stupid. I'm like, no, I know.
It's been around me for too long.
Do you think that is something? I'm not saying our wives don't appreciate our comedy, but I also know after so many years, it probably can be a little grinding. So do you think they maybe take it for granted now at this point? Maybe they don't find us as funny as they could. Do you think so?
I think be expected. I mean, if you're around, you could be around the funniest comedian ever. But there's going to be a time where you're like, I've heard the joke. Like,
I don't want to hear the joke.
Or something new.
It's just like, it's enough. Because I feel like there's times when they're out and I'm like, all right, daddy's got to put on his funny hat. You know what I mean? Like, here we go. Let's wine and dine everybody. And she's just like, oh my God.
Yeah, you got to dig deep. You got to do stuff that you haven't done before. It was like a year ago. I say the other day, but more like a year ago. We got out of the car and I had really loose pants on. And I didn't tighten my belt at all, I guess. And as I'm like carrying something to the door, I could feel him kind of falling down. And I'm just like,
just gonna let him go.
I let him go. And I like acted like I tripped and like threw what I was, dude, for some reason, because I was out front of the house, dude. So my pants are down. I'm laying on the ground in front of the house. That got her.
Yeah.
I finally got her at one point. I'm like, Dad, that's funny, isn't it? Even though she thought it was legit, I kind of acted it out a little bit, but I'm like, yes.
Well, it's physical because she watched you. She thought you actually got injured. So really, she was laughing because she's like, yes,
dude,
that
idiot. I was like trying to catch it too.
No. Well, honey, I'm still funny. So just keep that in mind. If you're listening, Kiki, I'm hilarious. Everyone says,
hey, I spend every day with you. I still think you're kind of funny.
Hey, thanks, buddy. Thanks, buddy. You, on the other hand,
I'm really funny.
A wet blanket, real son of a bitch.
Wet bread.
Wet bread. That's it. You are wet. I can't call you wet white bread anymore because you're way too tan.
Yeah, I'm
wheat. You're like a marble rye.
I am with this tan.
Tan. You're like a marble rye.
Going on.
Oh my God. Anyway,
wet marble rye.
Wet marble rye. Ugh. Anyway, well, we're going to try and do some funny stuff here. Of course, we are streaming. Make sure you find us on all of your favorite socials. Make sure you head to the Plan B Show YouTube page, subscribe to that for web exclusive content. And while we're on that subject, I've been wanting to share this video. I had to do a lot of work to get this put together because
I looked at it, by the way.
You said I told you not to.
I didn't.
Anyway, if you're on the stream, you're going to see this. And I'm going to call my wife out here real quick. For some reason, my lovely wife, Kiki, who you all know here on the station, she's a very smart woman. She's business savvy, obviously wonderful mother, well-educated. But for some reason, her, like many women out there, love to watch this show called Vanderpump Rules. Now, Hunter, are you privy to the Vanderpump Rules?
Absolutely not. I've never heard of it.
All it is a bunch of rich people that live in like Southern California that work at this restaurant and
you lost me right there. You lost
and me. It's rich people doing rich people things, rich, good-looking people doing rich, good-looking people things, the drama in their lives. Now, look, usually I can kind of just whatever, move on from it. If she's watching it, fine. I honestly think she watches this like many women because it's a way for them to shut off their brains that are always going because it's so stupid. Now, I did have to share this because this stopped me dead in my tracks. And I'm going to share this with you because, Hunter, it's such a rich white girl, good looking white girl thing to do. So if you're on the stream, you can see what I'm talking about. I'm going to play you a clip
This is gonna make me angry, isn't it?
No, I don't think it will. I think it'll make you laugh. Anyway, enjoy, Hunter. And and for everyone else, if you're listening, you'll be able to hear this as well. Hold on. Actually, I forgot. I got to turn this on so people can hear it. Enjoy. Oh, wait, is it on?
I can't hear it.
Oh, wait, I got to turn the volume on. There we go. Okay, real quick there. Did you hear that part? Look at these birth charts ready to go. Okay, that's how it starts.
Okay.
That's how it starts. Let's continue on. Okay, so it's just a bunch of girls getting together. This isn't the interesting part. It's coming right here.
Blessed start years on the radio. I decided I want to be just like Taylor Swift.
Oh, God.
No, wait. Hold on.
But there can only ever be one Taylor, so I decided to become an astrologer instead.
What?
So this young lady who talks about, again, just a bunch of rich white girls that are together doing rich little white girl things. She talks about how I wanted to be Taylor Swift, and it shows her in her singing and her guitar, and I'm sure her parents paid for the lessons because she was awful. But then she says that I realized there could only be one Taylor Swift, so I became an astrologer instead. She went from bad to worse. All right. When I heard it, I literally stopped. I said, Kiki, please rewind this so I can record.
Did she say astrologer? Is that a thing?
Astrologer. It's not a thing. Oh, an astronomer's a thing. Astrologers are the people that go, well, let's see, you're a Pisces and Mercury's in retrograde.
Oh, really?
So, yeah. No. And then this episode continues on. I didn't record anymore because it didn't need to. But then this episode continues
astrologist.
No, or astrologist, whatever it is. Long story short, I literally had to stop myself because she went from one basic white girl thing to an even more basic white girl thing. I realized I couldn't be Taylor Swift, so I became I almost have a new goal for my daughter. I would be less disappointed. I think I'd be less disappointed if she became a stripper. What I don't want her to be is anyone on the Vanderpump Rules. Anyone on the Vanderpump Rules.
What channel is that? Is that on the Bravo?
It's on Bravo, I believe.
Of course, it's on Bravo.
Yeah.
Off limits. Parental controls. Take that off.
I really think so.
Black out Bravo? Yes. I don't want my child watching that trash.
Wait, you still have Cinemax on there and HBO. That's fine. As long as my daughter doesn't watch Bravo.
E-channel gone. Bravo gone. Lifetime. I'll give you have a little bit of Lifetime.
A little bit of Lifetime, but nothing on Bravo. Nothing on Bravo.
Yeah. Hey, man.
Me in my tracks. Like, I was
talk to Kiki about it. Like maybe
because
she shouldn't be watching that. Don't. That's not real.
She gets upset. That's the thing. And look, I really shouldn't, because she doesn't say anything when I watch hours of football, or I watch highlights from the game before, or I watch Duck Dynasty, like my show. So we just but I do want to, because she's such a smart lady. And a lot of women that watch these shows, and I think I figured it out. It's because it's just a way to shut the brain off, because folks, you don't need any brain power to watch shows like Below Deck.
But there's a point to where you got to set limitations of shutting. You're not shutting the brain off with that. You're making your brain worse.
That's true. I think you're losing brain cells.
You're losing brain watching it.
Me, I can shut off my brain and watch football. Like, the only thought is touchdown. Oh, good pass. All right. But when you watch something like that, where a girl goes, I knew I couldn't be the next Taylor Swift, so I became an astrologer instead.
Do what I do. All right. And say, you're right. You can't say, hey, that's a terrible show, you shouldn't be watching. She's going to get pissed for sure.
Yeah, right.
So you don't mention the show. You just be like, I'm not interested in that too much. Let's meet at the middle with Shark Tank. Let's watch Shark Tank.
A
little bit of juices flowing with that show. It's still a good show. Men and women love it.
Right.
That's how I do it. I'm like, let's meet in the middle.
Yeah, look, I'm not saying, ladies, that I'm better than you, that men are better than you, but men watch things like Modern Marvels. We learn things, all right? I mean, I'll put on Modern Marvels and watch that for hours.
It's in the middle at like Antiques Roadshow. How about that?
You know, educational, but it also has the drama on there because you don't know what Helen's going to bring in, and it's going to be worth a lot of money. We don't know. We don't know.
I mean, you are right though. On the male side, it's like they have shows like Swamp People.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, you know.
Well, I try not to say anything, but I was like walking through the living room and I stopped and I said, honey, can you please rewind that so I can record it? She's like, wait, you can make fun of it? I'm like, well, yeah, because the lady said that she realized she couldn't be the next Taylor Swift. So I don't know, business school, becoming an accountant. No. So I became an astrologer instead. Oh my God. Becky, Mars is in retrograde. Your chakras are all off. That's not a thing. That's not a thing, Jessica.
So what you're saying, that girl, instead of going out and taking the Xanax and having wine day every single day with her friends, they just video record it.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. That's what it is. Oh,
there's some things. I feel the same thing about The Bachelor, The Bachelorette.
Oh, dude. Oh,
it's just the worst. Like,
mind
that's not life. That's not real, and it's like so obviously not real.
Like I would be so disappointed if my daughter came up to me and said, Daddy, I want to be an astrologer. I want to tell people what their birth charts say. Yeah. Like, no, honey, you don't. That is not a thing.
So do you think our wives look at that as entertainment, or do you think there's part of them that are like that's real?
No, I think it's pure. I think they realize it's purely entertainment because no one lives like that. No one, but it's juicy gossip. It's, it's juicy. It's like Gossip Girl, but with real people. So maybe it adds an element. But
someday you should change the channel and throw a Star magazine in her lap. Be like, dude, go this route.
What you got? This is the same thing my grandmother did. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to throw on Guiding Light or Days in Our Lives and give her a Star magazine and be like, you are now my 90-year-old grandmother. I just want you to know that.
Yeah,
I love it. I love it.
All right. Would you rather have to sit through Guiding Light or Days of Our Lives or what you just showed me, whatever that show?
Oh, I'd rather watch soap opera.
Me too.
Because that actually makes sense. It's acting. It's not people that are living these lives, Yeah. So I'm good looking and I live in California. I feel like people should watch what I do. What? No. Gobble it up. Anyway. Yeah. All right. Well, hey, we got to keep this moving because I got to get to my astrology class. I got very excited to learn about what my birth chart says.
My astrologer.
Yeah. The stars are in line with the solar eclipse coming. It's just a mess right now. It's just awful. Anyway. All right. Let's get to it. It's time for your morning dump. As always, your morning dump brought to you by Pump
That
Septic. Clean your septic today with Pump That Septic. Call them
269-445-7777
or visit pumpthatseptic.com. You know, if your septic's chakras are all off, if the stars aren't aligned on your septic, they'll get you taken care of at Pump That Septic.
Hey, real quick, I'm reading the comments. Amanda just commented, and she's right. Let's meet at the middle. I almost got away with it. That's a great show. We love that show.
Good show. You get the drama, you get the real life bits, you get
the
it.
Whole thing. It's great.
Also kind of cheesy and like, all right, yeah,
absolutely cheesy acting. Everybody loves that.
Right in the middle. Right in the middle. That
ID channel is a good channel to.
And then we'll watch Antiques Roadshow to relax a little bit because we got all worked up watching. I almost got away with it. Anyway, pumpthatseptic.com. Oh, let's kick it off with this. It's National Deep Dish Pizza Day today. Good day to grab a Chicago style slice. I'm going to say it right now. The worst type of pizza. It is. It is. It's too much. You're just eating dough. All right. And I'm sorry.
Too deep.
It's just, it's
not.
Mom said last night. Why? You know, we're having a nice time here. You know, we're having a.
That's we are in Chicago too.
Tell you what, your mom never says that. So.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, are we good? Is that what we're doing today?
No.
Anyway, we're even now. Can we just be even? Can we be even, please? But I seriously though, I think when I was younger, because the dough was always like a safe place for, you know, like the pizza crust, like you as a kid. Now you give me a thin crust with all the toppings. I like that more. So I've moved away from the deep dish style. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Deep dish. Here's what a deep dish is to me. A cheese and meat cake. It's a cake.
That's true.
Too thick.
It's too thick.
It comes in that big cake style looking thing. Like you bake cakes in that when you're not putting pizzas in there, right?
Yeah, that's a cake pan.
It's too thick, and it's like, I hate saying this because there's too much cheese too. There's really no such thing as too much cheese, but somehow they figured it out.
No, you can. You're right. I'm not a fan.
Here's what I like. I like having multiple pieces because sometimes the pizza's split in half, and I want one piece of that, maybe some breadsticks. There's pasta over here.
Bingo.
One deep dish. I'm done.
You're done.
I'm cashed out. Like I better love that slice. That better be a really good slice because that's all I can put in.
You could give me 2 examples. You'll be like, all right, we'll give you either one. And again, delicious, well done. The craftsmanship's there. One Chicago style deep dish, or we'll give you 4 thin crust, and one will be pepperoni, one Hawaii. I'm taking the 4 because I want to. Yeah,
I just think it's better anyway. I don't know why. Like I don't know what it is. What is that?
I don't know. And maybe too, because, those Chicago people are a little in your face. They're a little, what are you talking about? You don't like the deep dish? It's like, you're being a little aggressive.
Well, here's another thing. Bad taste in my mouth when I'm just going to call them out. We went to Gino's East, Chicago. Yeah. Great pizza, great environment. It was great. It was a fun time. But the bill at the end was a little bit ridiculous for pizza and beer.
Are you more mad about the pizza or the beer on that one? I think
I'm mad about the beer because I had to pay for the beer. I thought I was going to be. So on to Gino's East. We got 2 pitchers of beer and a pint. 2 pitchers and a pint. $105. What? No. Even the waitress was like, she did one of these. She's like,
she laughed at you. Here you go.
I'm like, are you serious?
No, that's insane.
Even the people at the table next to me, they're like, damn, what?
You want us to chip in? You want us to help?
Like, people are feeling bad.
Yeah. You're sitting out there, you're holding a can outside of Gino.
Not saying, hey, the pizza was a close second. It wasn't cheap.
Right. I just look, sorry, Chicago. Sorry, Fibs, but there's way better pizza out there.
All right, so what's your favorite style?
Honestly, at this point, if I right now, Brock, pick a pizza, I would say give me a thin crust Hawaiian. That's what I would take.
Ooh, it's not a bad choice. Some people scream at you for saying that.
Yeah, no, I'm sure everyone's.
I'm not even saying like what toppings, just like what, like I'm a New York pizza. Give me a big floppy New York pizza.
Floppy piece, and I like that. But no, honestly, like a nice thin crust, I like.
Because New York's thin.
Yeah,
they keep their pizza real thin.
Yep.
Yeah, I like that.
So like I said, I think deep dish is bottom of the list.
When you cut your pizza, would you prefer it in squares or?
It depends on what style. Like if it's thin crust, I like the squares, right? But if it's like a hand toss, you got to.
I disagree.
Do the triangle.
Always pie style it, because you'll always get crust.
But see,
I don't like a square from the middle. I like crust.
That's the best part. The square in the middle.
Nah.
It's all toppings.
Give me that burnt crust around the edge.
All toppings. You're weird.
That's what I like. Burnt. Give me that little bit of burnt. And actually, we do our pizzas well done. Do you do that?
Well done. No, I don't know. I don't like the black bottom. I don't like tasting any of the charcoaly.
We're not hockey pucking it.
If it's like a stone oven pizza, right?
We're not college dorm room passing out and forgetting we put the pizza in the oven kind of pizza.
I lost a cap. Good pizza. Really.
We've all done that. You've done that plenty of times.
I've never forgotten a pizza.
You've
right?
passed out 1,000 times with a pizza in the oven. Woken up the next day.
I've never passed out, but I tell you what, I've eaten it not fully cooked. That's for sure.
Gross.
Get out of the oven, man. I'm hungry. It's still doughy. It's still kind of frozen on top.
The worst.
But yeah, like a stone oven, nice. But I don't like when they overcook it. Like it's like I don't like the charcoaliness. Anyway. Yeah. But
Pussy.
So sorry, Illinois. Sorry. Gotta let you know. Sorry, Chicago people. What about this? This is ridiculous and just goes to show. I'm sorry, Gen Z. I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be that older generation person, because boomers did it to Gen Xers and millennials, and Gen Xers have done. I don't want to be that guy, but you guys are a weird, kind of dumb generation of people.
What's happening?
There's a new thing called non-corrective fashion braces that is sweeping social media amongst Gen Zers.
No. Come on.
It is. You don't need to go to the dentist. It's something you can buy and you can put on. And so these TikTokers, this generation below us, Hunter, is wearing so they're fashion braces.
Anything that's on TikTok that's a fashion, don't do. You're going to regret later. It's going to be on film, and you can relive it later on in your life, and you want to kick your own ass. That's what's going on here.
You know, Hunter, I never had braces. I never had braces. I never wanted braces, but you had braces. Is this the most ridiculous thing you've ever heard?
Here's what sucked about braces. Everything sucked about braces. And you know what? Them wrenching on your teeth. When you went to the orthodontist, right? Orthodontist?
Yeah.
And they tightened those things for like 4 days, dude. You were just, couldn't eat anything, couldn't hardly breathe.
It was realigning growing bone in your face. Of course it was painful.
And on top of that, looked terrible.
Right.
What up, metal mouth? We had to go through that because it doesn't look good.
When you look like the bad guy from 007, what's the one? The guy
Jaws.
with Jaws. You look like Jaws, right?
Jaws.
Yeah.
I just
It's wild.
Going on with TikTok?
Yeah. So right now there's a generation there. A fashion trend is getting fashion braces. What we used to make fun of kids for. It's wild to me. Wild to me. Gen Z, don't make us not like you. Okay. Don't make us
do anything and get it popular on TikTok and people will follow.
I think so at this point.
Stop it.
Non-corrective fashion braces. Did you ever think, Hunter? Look, when you finally got your braces,
not a thing.
Wild. You know what? I feel terrible. Like, even talking about this, I know I shouldn't joke. One of our math teachers in middle school had braces, and he was a grown man. Talk about the most mortifying thing for him to have, be in a group of a bunch of teaching middle schoolers as an adult with corrective braces. We were awful to him, and he was an adult. He was in charge of us.
And doing something to better himself. These people aren't even doing anything to better their teeth. No, they're just putting metal in their mouth to look ridiculous.
It's probably worse for your teeth at that point. If you're putting them on yourself, fashion braces.
Absolutely.
Oh, lady.
There's some people that, because they get the stain around to where they actually put the cement, because they used to cement them to our teeth.
Yeah.
Cement, and then you get them off. Dude, I remember getting my braces off. That's one thing you never experienced. That was like one of the greatest things, Brock.
Yeah.
When you got your braces off, all you wanted to do was just tongue your teeth.
You're gone. And eat Cheetos.
It was like freedom. It was like when Genie gets his handcuffs taken off. I'm free. Yeah. That was the greatest feeling ever.
You can finally eat taffy and Cheetos at the same time.
I walked around like this for like a month.
Look, everyone. Look at my beautiful teeth.
Like, dude, this dude looks like the Joker. He's smiling weird. But
Here. Why don't you do this, Gen Z? Put it in your fashion braces. Why don't you also get some thick rim Coke bottle glasses? All right. And why don't you put some what was the old white zit remover cream? You could put that on your face. What are you doing? What is this? You want to look like Revenge of the Nerds? Come on, man.
Easily, though.
Unbelievable.
How about this? Hey, if you do it, you got to cement them on like we used to.
Yeah, do it legit. Don't
legit.
No.
Cement those babies on. We'll see how you feel in a week. Oh, this sucks. It gets caught in my.
Yeah. Think about it. You can't even kiss right. All right. God forbid you and your girlfriend have braces. You know that.
Yeah, for real.
No, don't move. Oh my God.
Yeah. That was terrible. I'd get the different, so you could get different colors of rubber bands. Remember the kids with that? So you show up to school one day with red teeth. Next week you get like white teeth.
Hunter,
I did black one time. I'm like, why'd I do that?
Yeah, it didn't look any cooler with your red in there.
No.
How many rubber bands did you have? Did you have the rubber band?
Yeah, so I had these. And I think I had them in the way back too. And you have to put them on like a tool almost.
Yeah. God, you were a dork.
God, that sucked, man. That was the worst.
Did you ever have the night headgear? You did have the night headgear? Oh,
yes. I hated that. So that night headgear, you were so lucky that you didn't have to.
Never.
So there were the cement ones had like it was like a little hole or something in the braces, and two like really stout wires would go in those holes. And dude, metal on metal. I remember putting that retainer the headgear in. It sucked. It's just that noise. You put that thing in at night, then you could feel it torquing on your teeth. Then you're trying to go to sleep. It's the worst time of my life.
Actually, I found a photo of you from back in the day.
It's not far off. Go ahead. Hey, a lot of people look like that.
Little
I'll admit it.
Little redhead. This was actually
That was me. That was absolutely me.
Hunter's photo right there.
Damn. Dude, and then afterwards, so my bottom teeth moved.
Yeah.
So I didn't wear my retainer as much as I should have after I got them off.
Yeah.
I'm just like, dude, I'm done with this. Just, I look British. All right. Damn it.
Hey, give me the Austin Power teeth. I don't care. I just can't
right.
I can't do it anymore. Anyway, well, sorry you had to relive those horrible memories, and sorry that Gen Z.
An understatement, man. It's
Gen Z. What are you doing? Stop it. Knock it off. You're making us not like you even more.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right, that's your morning dump. We'll be back.
God, yeah, you're making me relive some.
Hold on, I can't hear you. Wait 1 second. Had to get the sponsor in there. What's that?
Making me relive some terrible times.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm serious. I'm not exaggerating when I say that. There were times where it's like,
a couple times they said, well, you could if you want, but luckily, yeah, just stick straight for me. I never had any issues growing up, so.
Yeah. God, I had mine for what, 2.5 years, 2 years?
Yeah, it's a long time.
It is a long time.
No.
Hey, you know what, though? I'm glad I did it.
Oh, yeah.
I got straight teeth.
Are always beneficial.
As my mom always said it at the time. She's like, "You trust me. Later on in life, you're gonna be thanking me that I did this to you." Now,
let me guess. Like, no, I won't, Mom. This sucks.
It's terrible. You get like the school color rubber bands on each teeth. You know, red, white, red, white, red.
I just remember a couple times like a buddy and rubber band would like snap and just like because I mean that's a tight little rubber band snapping in your mouth.
Yeah. No other way of doing it. I wish they had the Invisalign or what do they call it now?
Yeah, nowadays, yeah, that's a fairly. I mean, not new, but not
hell, just the snapping teeth that they have now.
Oh yeah,
those are wild.
Yeah, you can get like straight up nice caps.
Yeah. You ever see what they did to Steve-O?
He had. Oh my God, dude!
They grind all his teeth down. They're like to make him like little baby teeth and
little dolphin teeth.
Yeah.
Here we go. Well, good morning. Hunter and I are still talking about reliving his brace face days, but nowadays it's way different. They got the Invisalign. They got the one you can just like
snap in teeth.
But you were talking about Steve-O, and Steve-O, I believe that's veneers. He's got
veneers.
The veneers.
Yeah, grind the teeth down to what you said, babe.
You got little dolphin teeth.
Dolphin teeth. I was gonna say gremlin teeth. You know the gremlins.
You got them Diddy teeth.
Yeah.
But yeah, they literally just grind them down and then put the new caps on top. You know who did that too?
He got some brand new Mr. Wilsons though. I'm telling you,
he did get some. They're almost too big. In my mind. I love Steve-O, but it's like
chiclets.
You didn't need to go a size up on there.
You know Tiger Woods teeth, man.
Who famously did that. And after I mentioned this, go back and watch some of his earlier stuff. Ben Affleck did it before, I believe, Armageddon, because like some producer or something said you don't have leading man teeth. And so he went and got them all and then got the new one put in. Yeah.
Hey, Mr. Cruz, that one tooth in the middle of your head.
That's more common than I think. Honestly, if I look at mine, are mine straight? I've seen that now on a couple, but yours actually kind of has it. Not in a bad way. But if you kind of look,
I got a tooth in the middle.
Not quite. Not as like Tom Cruise is almost like over. It's like it's But I've seen that a couple times now because people have pointed it out on other people, and you're like, oh yeah. So I think there was some chick actress, maybe like Amy Adams or something.
Hey, you know what? I'll tell you one thing that I'm glad, and not taking it. You know, not trying to bust on anybody who has it because usually they get it fixed, but the underbite.
Oh, getting that,
and then you got to get your jaw broken. What?
That's straight up like jaw. You're having jaw surgery.
I felt bad. I had a couple buddies that got the surgery back in the day. I'm just like, man, I'm sorry. So like, I got to get my jaw broken today. What?
Yeah, eating through a straw.
And then I think they got to wire it. You see a wire?
Yeah, you wire it, and that's what I mean. You got to eat through it. Yeah, your jaw, you can't chew.
Anyway. Yeah. What do we got going on now? Oh, sports.
Sports. It's 7:38. We're way late into sports.
Yeah, let's get to that.
What are we doing? Sportsy time. As always, sports brought to you by Bud Distributing.
Hey, Bud.
Bud Distributing getting you stocked up with delicious Bud Light, Tall, Cool, Budweiser's, other great drinks for you to enjoy. Get stocked up. As always, remember to drink wiser with Bud.
All right, so let's get right to this. And I gave you an option of what we were going to talk about last hour. This hour, you don't get the option. We're talking about Mike Tyson and Jake Paul because apparently there's some new rules and some new news out about the fight coming up on July 20th. Am I wrong by saying that? July 20th?
Yeah, it's July something.
June.
June or July, whatever it is. It's a ways.
20th of one of those months.
Yeah.
So here we go, man. Jake Paul, Mike Tyson now have new rules. And if this is true, if this is real, which it kind of does sound legit, it sounds like the way we thought it was going to go. It could get kind of interesting. So 16-ounce gloves, which are basic sock and boppers, right?
That's a big glove. That's a pound. That's a pound glove each.
Yeah. So 16-ounce gloves, 2-minute rounds, no official judges. Really? No official judges, no winner unless a knockout, KO. Because there's no judges.
Mm-hmm.
Each fighter must pass an EEG and an EKG test, which is what?
EKG?
Yeah, look that up. Look up what's an EEG and a EKG. They're probably similar test.
Medical tests used to measure the electrical activity of the brain. So they're gonna go in and do, and then what's the EKG? You said EKG?
Yeah, EKG. What? Yeah, make sure your brain's working.
Test to check the heartbeat.
Okay, so like a medical test.
Yeah. Make sure that their ticker's good, and
I mean, we're talking about Tyson. I'm not going to sit here and say Tyson's ticker's the greatest, right? What's that mean?
But make sure you don't have a heart attack in the ring. I mean, it's a strenuous thing, or your brain is suitable to get punched a few more times in the head,
and then you're out. Yeah, okay.
You know what I mean?
So they don't want the CTE happening or any of that.
Yeah,
right. Yeah, I want to make sure that you haven't just been. Which is interesting because Mike Tyson's been hit hard for a long time in his life.
Yeah.
There probably is some CTE going on.
But I feel like Tyson's done more of the hitting than getting hit.
It's true.
But
dude, there was a video popped up yesterday I watched. It was him at 15 years old. It's like one of his, I don't know if it was one of his first fights or one of his first big fights. 8 seconds. That's all that fight lasted. 8 seconds.
Doesn't Mike tell the story about how he got into boxing? Wasn't it because he got beat up?
Something like that. Yeah, you're right.
Or something. I can't remember.
He had to defend himself or he got beat up. Or wasn't it something with his dad too?
I can't remember, but
anyway, I wouldn't want to step into the ring. So
no.
What do you think about these rules though? So there are a lot of comments saying this guy said, I said it on day one. It'll be a draw with no winner. So both can save face. WWE in a boxing ring, nothing more. There's a lot of comments, a lot of people pissed off about this. No winner, no judges.
Yeah.
It's almost kind of telling you that it's going to go the full. So what did they say? 6 2-minute rounds.
But are you going, what? Isn't there 15 rounds in boxing?
12
rounds? Whatever it is. I think it depends. Hold on, let me look it up. How many rounds in boxing? I thought it was 15.
Somebody commented here, says 12 rounds. Yeah.
9 or 12. Yeah.
Next rules. No punching. No punching. It's basically kind of what it is. So they're protecting Jake Paul, basically.
Oh, wait, hold on. Yeah. For decades, boxing matches went on for 15 rounds, but that was all changed in 1982 following the death of Korean boxer Kim Duk-Koo in a fight against Ray.
Just getting battered for 15 rounds. Yeah, your brain can't handle that.
Yeah, even that last bit, those last 3 rounds. So I know they do a draw. Everyone saves face. We have some fun. We watch some sparring, basically. All right. I guess
exhibition sparring.
It's still fun. Or I don't think Jake Paul would lose anything in the boxing world if he gets knocked out by Mike Tyson.
So here's a question. Are they going to go in there fighting? Or is this going to be pre-planned? Like, hey, we talked before the match. Just don't throw the big haymaker, Mike. Don't do it. I'm your friend, Mike. Don't hit me like that.
I'll go down in 10. but please don't deny, I don't know. I really, it's hard for me to say because I don't believe anything is sincere that Jake Paul does. And I'm not knocking him for that. He's the consummate YouTuber performer. That's what his job is. His job is to get people to hate him or watch him or whatever it is.
Dude, you know what we do? Let's do a GoFundMe. And I'm serious. If this catches on, so the GoFundMe is everybody that's going to watch this fight, throw in $1, just $1, maybe $2, however much you want to donate. But we're asking for $1. We're going to pool some money together and say, hey, Mike Tyson, this money is yours if you knock him out.
It's got to be more than the payday he's getting, right?
It will be. It would be. If people got the chip in for that and they made a purse for saying, hey, Mike, if you knock him out, it's all yours.
We're standing there at the side of the ring with his duffel bag full of money. Jake Paul's like, oh, God.
And just watch Jake's face. Like, wait, what? How much money?
I'll give you everything.
Can I counteract that? He would counteract it because he doesn't want to get knocked out.
Yeah, get his head knocked off his body.
There's two things I'm banking on. Mike hearing the bell and that thing in his head, like, ding, ding, ding. He snaps out of it and just goes haywire.
That's what I hope happens.
We got to pay him off.
I hope it's just a natural, just a switch that he can't turn off, like a pit bull, right? And he murders Jake Paul.
There was an interview the other day of him saying, I think I'm going to quit smoking weed for this fight. He said, he thinks. Right. I think I'm going to quit smoking.
Yeah.
I want to be a little uneasy, he says. I want to get into that fight.
And again, Mike also is a performer too. So I think what we're going to probably get is just a
I don't want that. Nobody wants that.
An exhibition fight, but that's what it's going to be.
Nobody wants a slap fight. Yeah. We want to see Mike wind up and absolutely uppercut that dude through the rafters.
Because here's the thing for Jake. What you have to kind of look at is it's kind of a lose for Jake.
It is.
If he beats Mike Tyson or if he knocks him out, people are probably going to be mad at him.
Dude, you knocked out a 59-year-old guy.
Right. You knocked out a 59-year-old guy who's also a legend in boxing. Like, what are you doing? But then if he also gets knocked out by Mike, you got knocked out by a 59-year-old guy. I think him getting knocked out. Well, him getting knocked out would be less of a loss than him knocking Mike Tyson out. I think more people would be upset at him for doing that. One, a 59-year-old guy, and two, him being Mike Tyson. Show some respect. You know what I mean?
So it leaves one option. One option.
Go in there and spar and just put on a good
distance.
Yep. And
nobody wins. No hands are raised.
Yep.
That sucks.
Plenty of advertisement dollars in there and everything. So
don't do that, Mike. Come on, Mike. Don't sell out. You're a fighter. You're not yes, you are a showman, but you're a fighter.
Yeah.
Go in there with that mentality. This could potentially, Mike, be your last fight. Somebody tell him that, right?
What we can hope for is that Mike a switch is flipped and he goes on a
beast mode, berserk mode. Just somebody whisper that, Mike, this could be your last fight. Do you want to have a draw with a YouTuber on your last fight? Is that what you want?
Or do you want to knock his head clean off of his body?
You want to go off into the sunset, still the champion.
Do you want to literally decapitate someone with your fist on live television?
What if it Kalima? It just rips. Puts it in a doggy bag.
I'm gonna eat this later.
Oh, I didn't mean you go that far, Mike.
You killed him. He's dead. Anyway, so that's what I think of it. It's still exciting to see Mike, and honestly, I've enjoyed watching the training videos. Yeah, and because it's just Mike Tyson is just a beast, He's a
beast, man. He's a beast. So hopefully he's a beast in the ring on the 20th.
Right.
So I think we can wrap it up there, man.
Good enough. Yeah, we got to get to our topic of the day. Sports brought to you by Bud Distributing.
Hey, Bud.
We'll be back. Oh, by the way, I didn't get a good morning, Scott. Good morning, Eric. Happy Friday, Michelle. Hold on. Mike said my buddy at study hall would pick pubic hairs out of his braces.
Oh, man.
Like, you needed better friends back then, buddy.
His buddy was trying to show off to his friends.
It's actually just cat hair.
You know what I just did?
Just eating box and recess. What?
Gross.
Good morning, Amanda. Welcome to it. Happy Friday. All right. Topic of the day. Well, What's something your heart desires, but in reality, you will never get?
Nice. Should have plenty of answers there.
Yeah, I haven't checked Facebook yet, but more clicks. Web design. Oh, there we go. Yeah, we got a ton. Mammal. Sports 2, okay. Do you like my song?
No. Sound like like one of the Three Stooges shaving.
That's everybody. Yeah.
Victim of circumstance. Yeah.
That's pretty good. I don't know if I've ever heard you do that one.
Did you ever see the Three Stooges movie?
No,
like the recent one
I think we've discussed this. I'm really not a big fan of the Three Stooges. I never got into it.
It was my dad loved the Three Stooges, so we grew up with it. That's why we love it so much. Honestly, I still love it.
I got respect for obviously the craft and that's what's there, but I never really
slapstick at the time was great.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
The only thing I know of that movie is Kate Upton as like a slutty nun, right? Isn't that?
That's right. Yeah. She is in that movie.
Yeah. And she wore like the nun bathing suit.
Yeah.
Oh, good morning.
70s in that movie too.
Oh my God. Yeah. We were talking about the Three Stooges off air in the movie. I never got into it. Will was, I guess, perfect in that.
Perfect.
Movie.
Actually,
yeah.
all of them. All of them.
Good.
That was one of the most impressive things about that movie. I'm like, dude, you guys cast the perfect people. Mo, whoever played Mo, dude, spot on.
It was Justin. What's his name?
It's wild how you can dress an actor up like that to make him look.
Yeah, what's his name? He was Justin's or no
actor.
Three Stooges.
Who played Larry was spot on too.
And that was the what's his face from Will and Grace.
Oh yeah,
right. Sean Hayes.
Sean Hayes.
Yeah, you had Will Sass was Curly, Chris Diamantopoulos as Mo, and then Sean Hayes as Larry. Oh yeah, so Vera Vergara was in that.
Hey Mo.
Oh, Larry. Maybe I need to watch that. Larry David was in that.
It's great. I'm telling you, there's some fun parts of that movie for sure. It is pretty funny. But I like the Three Stooges. I'm a Stooges fan.
Yeah.
Grew up with it. My dad loved it. We'd turn on channel 50 because we had the Farmer 5. And we'd have to turn the rotor just right to get the antenna, you know.
Yeah.
Stooges was coming on it. Like, I can't remember. What was it, like 10 in the morning or something?
It
was great. I love the Stooges.
I'll have to watch that. I'll check out the movie. Mm-hmm. Anyway, well, enough of the Three Stooges. We got to keep things moving here, folks. It's time for your topic of the day. See, I can't do any of the fun voices. What's something your heart desires, but in reality, you will never get? Now, hopefully this isn't too much of a downer one. Like for me, I would love like a lakefront cabin on a private lake or a lake that doesn't have a lot of traffic. And I'm
feasible.
Like, right. It's feasible, but let's be honest, Hunter, like unless I get the jackpot, or something. Nowadays,
these are expensive. They are expensive now.
Especially now waterfront.
Lakefront property is no joke.
I'm sure, you know what? I probably could if I went like way up into Canada, but it would take me, I'd have to get like a water plane and, off-road vehicle just to get there. So like realistically, like somewhere in like Cadillac, I'd love to have a nice lakefront cottage up in, Cadillac.
I'd say that's a good answer, but hey, off of the distance there, Brock, there's still a chance.
Not the way
there's a chance, slight chance. See, my answer, there's like no chance.
Zero chance. What does your heart desire? But
zero chance. You know what mine is? I think I used it in the promo, dude. And I'm serious. I joke around it. It's fun. It's fun to you make fun of me around it, but I'm serious, dude. I would love to fly a jet. That's all I want to do.
Let me look this up. All right,
there's impossible.
Here.
I can't get in an F-14 or any of the crappier jets. Like, they're not going to let it happen.
Here you can. Flyfighterjet.com. Fighter jet rides and supersonic
rides.
Right. You're never going to.
I want to.
No, don't be stupid. That's
wanna-
just ridiculous. No, you should be happy.
I want to do the loop-de-de-loop. Come on.
Maybe they'd give you the controls. I doubt it, just for a little bit. But let's see. Okay, jet flights. Jet flights price list. Let's see here.
Mm-hmm.
You can go to California.
What?
I mean, you could do it, but it ain't cheap.
How much?
The cheapest 30-minute flight that I see here is in in the United States, in the continental United States.
Okay.
Is in Florida, 30 minutes, $4,950 for 30 minutes. But you get to ride in a jet for 30 minutes. Most of us probably couldn't handle that.
Yeah. Do they let you take the controls for a second? Probably not.
A fantastic L-39 Sun and Fun. That's what's waiting for you in Tampa, Florida, Hunter.
You know where this...
What?
Go ahead. Keep going. I want to hear this.
Get ready to take a Florida fighter jet instruction flight. So maybe they do. They probably... in an L-39 Albatross military jet right above the Gulf of Mexico.
Wow. $4,000?
$4,000? No, $5,000.
$5,000?
49.
I have to explain that at some point in my life.
Well, hey, maybe your lovely wife will buy. Hey, Amanda, if you're listening, Hunter's birthday's coming up.
Right. You have $5,000 in your purse.
But hey, look, not wild. I mean, that would be a big
experience.
That'd be an experience. You know what I mean?
You know where all this comes from? Real quick story. My dad took my brother and I to an air show. It was in Wisconsin. I think it was in Wisconsin. It's like one of the biggest air shows in America. And he knew somebody or something was going on where my brother and I got to sit in front of an A-10 Warthog. And just sitting in that cockpit and looking around as a kid, like that's what it was for sure. I'm like, this is what I want. This is what I want to do. And I got to like grab the controls. Obviously, we were in the air. You got to mess around a little bit and seeing that gun, that Vulcan in front of you, that minigun. Oh God.
I'm just saying, man, you could do it. You could do it it'd be hard to justify that, but you start saving now.
Not start saving now.
Yeah.
Between that or racing. I think I
actually wouldn't be that expensive either if you wanted to get a dragster or something.
It's either this or this.
Either way,
barrel rolling into the wall.
Hunter is going to die in a fiery ball.
So what you want in life is to die in a ball of flames, huh? Is that what you want?
Yeah. I guess it'd be great though, right?
We could just light you on fire,
and throw you into something. I don't know what it would be. We got some answers on Facebook. What's something your heart desires, but in reality, you'll never get? Frank said a Zeppelin, just so I can show my friends I have one. Like a blimp? Get a blimp? Is that what you want?
What a Zeppelin? Yeah, Zeppelin, right?
Yeah.
What's the fact around blimps? Like Goodyear is like really the only blimp that goes up.
Like a handful of blimps in the world
that go up anymore for some reason.
I don't understand. Like it seems like a super nice way to travel, but maybe not. Maybe we don't know enough.
Because everybody's seen the Hindenburg video.
Like, that Hindenburg literally. Everyone at the blimp factory was just like, our careers are over. There's like 2 blimps in the world. That's it. Crash. One crash. All right. Everyone's like, nope, done. Because it was the humanity. Like it just ruined it for everyone.
Because blimps are kind of cool, right? Like the ones I think there's one you can go up and it's like a full. It's like a whole experience, full spread of food, all that entertainment up there. They have things going on.
I just feel like it's a super reasonable way to travel. It's a controlled hot air balloon, right?
Yeah.
You got people flying all willy-nilly in hot air balloons all over the place.
Right. With no controls, I feel like.
Yeah. Let's see. We got some more answers here. I like Dawn's a private island, which again is you can, but the chances of any of us getting it, to be honest, I feel like if I said like, oh, I have an island nowadays, because all of like the unsavory people, like the Epsteins and
like, is that going to be followed up? What up, Epstein? You want to?
Yeah. Me as a straight white male, I feel like if I say I have an island, automatically people think I'm a sexual predator, right?
Thanks, Jeff, for putting a bad name on islands. Like something I've wanted my entire life.
Even if I was given an island, like I would feel apprehensive to tell people, "Hey, would you want to come to my island?"
Hey, I'm gonna fly you to my island. They're gonna be like,
everyone's gonna be like, "No, have you not watched the news? We know what happened
with Bill Clinton." Who else is on Netflix?
Like you tell people now again as a straight white male, like, oh yeah, I spent the weekend on my own private island. You can't now.
You can't.
Everyone automatically thinks you're a pedophile.
You're hanging out with P. Diddy?
Yeah, what's going on there on that island? And I swear, it's a
nice island. It's fun. We got water slides.
Whatever, you sick freak. You disgust me. I don't know.
We got bars and entertainment.
I really tried to make it like a nice place for everyone. Yeah, whatever, you sick pervert.
The cheapest island you can buy.
Actually, there's not. I think there's a couple $1 million. You know.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure there's like a website like islandsforsale.com.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah.
But it's just like impossible to get to.
Yeah.
You gotta like basically fly into it.
Either you need to have a nice boat to get to it. All right. So there's more money, or you got to have a plane, which then you got to either have a pilot or pay for it. I got a canoe out to my island. Like that's the only one I can. Let's see. Mark said retirement at 55. That's another thing. Like I want to retire early, and I have things in place to hopefully at least make it not 65. But the way that's going now, I don't think any of us are going to be able to retire.
After tonight, though, I got 2 tickets, man. I got 2 Powerball tickets.
Saturday's the next. Did you get ones?
About 2 of them.
Yeah.
I donated $4.
I gotta buy my new ones because the next drawing is Saturday. So maybe, maybe that's something my heart desires, but the odds of it ever happening are tiny. Very tiny.
Very small.
Let's see. Ryan said a ranch on 1,000 acres in Montana.
Yeah.
Dream in a valley. I think a lot of people like dream of like having, a bunch of land,
walking out your back door and all you see is a mountain.
Yeah. Be pretty sweet. Retirement was a big one. Retirement, financial freedom, stuff like that.
That sucks. That sucks that that's an answer.
That's why, and I think why everyone gets all jazzed up about the lotto and why we enjoy thinking about it, because then we know that more than likely we're gonna have to go back to work on Monday. That's what it is. Let's see. Joey said to never get stuck behind someone going under the speed limit ever again. God, I would just love, you know what? Something my heart desires that I know I'll never get is just normal driving. Like just people out there not being idiots behind the wheel. It would make me so happy.
Speed limit.
Happy.
Slowest you can go. Or you're getting a ticket.
Yeah.
45, you go 44, boom, here's your ticket.
Honestly, I've kind of even moved up to 50. I think 50 should be
55.
Every road should be 50.
God, why is there so many slow drivers?
Dude.
It drives me nuts.
You know why it would feel better if it was 50? Because then the people that still go 10 under everywhere would at least still be going 40. All right. It'll still be going 40, right? Yeah. I'm right there.
You lollygaggers. What are you people doing?
Nope. Just out there.
If you're driving right now, listening to this live, look down right now at your speedometer, and then look over at that white sign. And if you're going below, you should feel terrible. You're a terrible person.
Yeah, you're literally you are being
slowing everybody up.
You're being an inconvenience to everyone around.
Here's why, dude. Days, months are going by like days. I don't have time for you to go 10 under, 5 under.
Yep.
Any under. Nobody has time. Time's going by too fast, too swiftly now.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go.
Pick up.
Get it done.
Pace. Let's see. What else? We got a couple more. Brandon said a tax-free world. Those taxes are a real bitch, aren't they?
Yeah.
Rachel said world peace.
Yeah.
Monica said a new car. I don't know if I'm big on the new cars. It just seems like a hassle for a new car. You know what I mean? Jesus.
Good Lord. What up?
How about, what's your heart? Hi.
I just say hi and goodbye because I have to go to the office.
Ask Amanda, what is her heart desire that she knows she'll never have?
What's your heart desire? Yeah, you ask her.
Yeah. So Amanda, the topic for today, what is your heart desire that you know you'll never have? Why is she looking at Hunter?
What? What's so funny? I can't hear. She didn't answer. She didn't say anything.
No, she just looked at you.
What?
To never work again and have all the cats.
And never work again and have all the cats. I love it. Yep. Well, you got the cats part. You got the cats part.
Yeah, we got enough. We don't need any more kids.
Yep. Well, until Hunter gets a better paying job, she's going to be working for a long time.
No kidding. Right.
It's my passion, honey. It's my passion.
Do you see the future? No, she didn't see anything.
Yeah, bills to pay.
Right.
Oh, man. Anything else? Anything else that your heart desires? And there's so many things. Look at my Amazon wish list. I mean, it's basically everything on there, but there's a reason why it's in the wish list.
Would you like to be a professional anything? Like if, for instance, like you probably would think that I would say I want to be a professional golfer.
Yeah.
But then you actually look into it and you're like, damn, that's a lot of work. It's so much work, so much time.
Maybe takes away from the fun of. Yeah, people use golf as a way to escape, but then when your escape is your job, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Right. When you have to play good to get paid, that changes things, I think.
I mean, like my heart desires being a professional fisherman. But
dude,
right.
Have you looked into it? I mean, you got to take care of the boat. You got to have this. You got to travel a lot.
Hey, if you don't perform, you don't get the sponsors, and you don't catch fish. You don't get the sponsors to pay for all that. So now a nice relaxing day on the lake is now I got to catch more fish. You know,
now you're starting to feel weight on the shoulder.
Yeah,
you start to feel
maybe
pressure.
not.
Like, man,
maybe not. How about this? You know what my heart desires? Every time I go fishing, I catch fish. How about that? But never gonna happen. Never gonna happen.
Never gonna happen.
A hole in one for you.
Even at Bass Pro Shop, you could be fishing into that aquarium. Nothing.
Even that little magnet game I have for my daughter.
This is magnetized.
Ridiculous. Anyway. All right, we're gonna take a break. We got more coming up. It's the Blamby Morning Show. Stick around. All right. Well, hey, thanks everyone for hanging out. We appreciate it.
I hear you.
Yep, sorry, there we go. Thanks everyone for hanging out. We appreciate it. We're gonna go. Have a great weekend, and yeah, man, we'll see you back here on Monday.
Have fun. Be safe. We'll see you on Monday for the Eclipse Day, right?
Eclipse Day. Should we do something for the eclipse?
I think so. I think
we'll
we should.
It out.
Because it might be the end of the world. It's got to be the greatest show ever.
Last show ever coming up on Monday.
Yeah.
All right. We'll see you guys.